Hello, beauties of the world. My name is Vika, and welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. Welcome to my ever first YouTube video. And welcome to me in my life. And hi, I can't wait to get to know you. And maybe there's someone out there that's listening, so whoever you are, hey. So, this is going to be a more regular, the show or videos channel, however you want to say. Right now I suck at editing. I'm not very good at it, and I don't really know how to do it. So that's something I'm working on, but I really wanted to get one of my first videos done and uploaded because this is an idea that I'm really passionate and really excited about. This is something that I thought about probably a few months ago, and something that I've been organizing and thinking about doing for a while, and now I finally have the kahunas because why not? Also, I'm stuck inside every day and I need something to do, so why not start a YouTube channel? Why not get what I want out there and learn a new skill? Something that I'm very interested in. Alright, so let's start off with the name. We have the name Queen Dynasty for a reason. Now, as you know, a dynasty is like a empire that's ruled for a long time. A lot of time it's known in like Chinese history, like the Han Dynasty. But so this is the dynasty, this time period. It's gonna be from now till whenever. This is our dynasty. And the queen part is all of us. You, me, your friend Mary, your friend Kevin, anyone, whoever, because we're all queens. We forget that a lot because we make mistakes, we have hardships, and we beat ourselves up. And we forget that we are queens. We have to work on ourselves, and yeah, it's difficult, but you're still a queen. You made mistakes, you're still a queen. I made mistakes, and I still think I'm a queen. That mentality really helps me get along during those hardships. When I feel lower than low, and I feel as though I can't go anywhere that's really good, that I feel as though there's a bunch of bad stuff constantly happening in my life and nothing's good happening. I don't feel like a queen. I don't. But again, in all reality, I am, and I deserve to be treated like a queen. Now, other part of this, I will be doing makeup while I speak about my hardships or the mistakes I've made, because I like doing makeup. One, I'm not a makeup artist, okay? And I'm also not a therapist, but I do hope that after someone or whoever hears this doesn't feel alone and understands that sometimes you do make these types of mistakes, and this is how I worked my way to be a better person from that mistake that I made, or a hardship that has happened, and how that hardship mentally messed with my mind, and how I worked past it to be a better person and to be healthier mentally. Again, I'm not a therapist, so don't take everything so to heart about my advice. Again, this is what worked for me, and maybe something that I say might click and work for you, and you might come to a realization that, hey, maybe I was wrong in this scenario, and maybe she's right. Maybe I should be the one to say I'm sorry first, and to understand and to let the person know that I understand why I did wrong, or to let them know how they made me feel for me to be able to move on with my life and to be in a better situation. So, with that said and done, how about you get to know me a little bit? I am Vika. I am 23 years old, and I am a single mother of one. I have a beautiful daughter. She is 9 months old. I love her to death. I tried to do makeup earlier, as you can see from my eyes, but seeing that I also have a daughter who's teething, she's not the most easy to work with. Also, again, I'm bad at editing, so I don't know how to edit really. And I really wanted a video, so this is going to be the first video. I want you to know a little bit about me. So, with each of the videos, I want them, they're going to be individualized, so it's going to go more into detail about my life and those hardships that I'm going to explain and those mistakes. But right now, this is going to be just like a quick, brief snippet of my life, which I feel is okay. You know, if you're not interested and you hear my quick snippet and you're like, I don't want to watch any more of these videos, now you know. You don't have to. It's okay. I won't feel offended. I won't be hurt. I get it. So, I was originally born in Russia. I do have a half-sister as well that was adopted with me on 9/11/01. I then came to the States in 2001, weeks later, with my new adopted family. My new adopted family was very kind, very sweet, and I got very close to my mother, my adoptive mother, because of the fact that my birth mother abandoned my sister and I. I didn't want to be abandoned again, so I worked really hard to have a relationship with my mother and make sure that she liked me, make sure that we had the same kind of style, taste, and music, because she would never want to get rid of me then. So then I never really got close to my adoptive dad because of the fact that I really didn't have any good experience with men at that time. I was a decent student, but I was new to the States, so I didn't know English that well, so I had to go to resource. I was bullied a lot for the fact that I was from Russia, and for the fact that I didn't know English that well. I'm sorry. Middle school was difficult as well. I was continued to still be bullied, but not because of the fact that I couldn't speak English. It was because of the fact that I liked things that were abnormal to a lot of the students that were in my school. High school, again, it really didn't get any easier. I wasn't as bullied as much, but I wasn't an outcast, but I wasn't someone who had a group of friends. I definitely wasn't a part of a clique. I didn't see myself as a part of a clique. I didn't really think that I belonged with any of the cliques that were there. I was a field hockey player, but I wasn't athletic and jockey like the other athletes. I also was in orchestra, but I was also in sports, so those like two kind of like don't go side to side apparently in high school, and people are like, no, you gotta be one or the other. I also did art. I was very big in art. So, also, I was pretty good academically. So I wasn't a nerd, but I wasn't I wasn't a band geek. I wasn't anything. I was just me in high school, and I was okay with that. I didn't really care if people liked me or not, or so I thought. But again, we'll get more into detail about high school later on. Then eventually I got into the University of Delaware. So whenever I talk about college years or university years, I will be saying university instead of college because I did go to a university and I'm very proud of that. I went to the University of Delaware, and that's when my adoptive parents kicked me out of the house. And like, I think it was like 3 weeks before my 18th birthday too, or something like that. So whatever. So my parents kicked me out of high school, and then I lived with my aunt and my uncle for a little bit in Delaware. That let me stay there. After that, I came back up to New York, and that's when I was homeless. Now, I am no longer homeless. I do have a job. I do have a roof over my head. I am able to feed my baby. I am able to feed myself. But that is probably the shortest amount of story that I can give, because usually I go really into detail. But with everything that has happened, there's a lesson that I've learned, and it's taken me years to learn some of those lessons, and it's taken me months to learn, and it's also taken me days to understand. It's all different, and it's different for everyone. But again, I want this place to be a community where no one feels alone and no one feels ashamed for their mistakes or for their hardships or for anything, because that's a terrible life to live. Oh. Sorry, my dog dropped my camera. Cora. Yeah. So, that's a little bit about me. I hope to see you, and I hope to hear from people or whatnot. And thank you. And don't forget, you're a queen.